Good afternoon, Mill Valley, and welcome back to another live episode of MVTV. I'm Audrey Grabmeyer.
And I'm Abby Miller. Today, we will go behind the scenes of this year's spring play, Pride and Prejudice, along with a recap of the Science Olympiad state competition.
All this and more on this week's episode.
To start off, we would like to shout out one of our very own, Tyler Orban, for winning the Greater Kansas City Crime Stopper Scholarship for $1,000. Tyler was one of 2 recipients of the scholarship. Tyler will attend San Diego State University in the fall. Congratulations, Tyler.
Next, Sarah Petropoulos brings us behind the scenes of all the talent and hard work put into this year's Pride and Prejudice.
The Mill Valley Theater Department is currently putting on the play Pride and Prejudice, and student directors play a big role.
I have been doing the play since freshman year. I decided to do it because I'm very bad at acting and I have a very bad memory, so that never works out very well with me being in like the plays and stuff. So I decided to be a director because it seemed like a fun thing to do, and I like putting a lot of time into stuff that I do, and being a student director is a lot of time.
My favorite part is getting to work with everyone because it's like a really big cast, and so you meet a lot of interesting people. I was never really into like the acting side of the play, but I really enjoyed doing it, so that was a way for me to get involved without doing the acting portion.
They have to fill out an application that asks them to write some essays about their philosophy of theater. And then based on my work with them in the past as well. Well, we are double cast, and there would be no way to organize 2 casts and rehearse as much as we need to rehearse if we couldn't divide and conquer. And the student directors are able to keep the rehearsals going because they can stand in for anybody, and they are able to make those rehearsals go even though I'm kind of floating back and forth between the 2 groups.
So at the beginning, it was mostly us trying to follow around Copeland and getting the information of what we're supposed to write down and what each person is supposed to do. And then since then, it's a lot of giving people their blocking and telling them where to be whenever they don't know and things like that.
I think about the number of kids who would not be able to be in this show if we didn't have great student directors. And so I'm really grateful to them. Really, they're giving the opportunity to a lot of kids because there wouldn't be a way to manage that many kids or give them things to do if we weren't able to double cast. So they are doing a great service to help people get to be a part of our main stage productions.
This has been Sarah Petropoulos reporting for MVTV.
Be sure to buy a ticket to the show today, tomorrow, or anytime next week. Showtimes begin April 24th and will last until Saturday.
Now, let's head to the field with an update on spring sports, followed by the weekend weather report with Bella Line.
Good afternoon, Jaguars, and welcome to this week's sports segment. My name's Noah Smith.
And I'm Riley Ferguson. To start off, the girls' soccer team played against Bishop Miege on Tuesday, and they won 2-0. They play against St. Thomas Aquinas next Tuesday, so go out and show some support.
The boys' tennis team had a tournament yesterday, and they compete against Bonner on Monday.
On Tuesday, the girls' softball team and the boys' baseball team played against Bishop Miege. The boys lost 6-3, but the girls won their doubleheader. Now here's Delaney Kemp with the track update.
On Tuesday, the track and field team held a home meet named Fight to the Finish. This meet allowed athletes to compete early in the week before KU relays. The meet also held special meaning honoring those who have fought or are currently fighting cancer.
For the meet today, we recognized cancer survivors, and I think it's great that we did that because it just shows not only the athletes, but it shows the parents like how lucky we are that we're healthy and just that we don't have to suffer like those cancer survivors did. And it's awesome because we got to team up with Relay for Life for Jaguar Nation, and we raised a lot of money, and it's such a good cause.
We're partnering with Relay for Life to help honor those who have beaten cancer and just like show that they beat their own race like we are running a race and trying to win.
So far my season's going okay. You know, last year I was a little better at the 200 than I am right now. But the good thing is we still got a month left for me to improve. And our 4x1 relay actually won today, and that's a good step in the right direction. And we can only get better from here.
My individual goals are just to keep on every meet just beating my personal best and just keep on getting towards the end of the season, just be the best that I can. And our team goals is just to get as many people we can just to regionals and state and just see how we can do as a team. It's a big family. We're like a family out here, and it's just really close-knit kind of people, and it's not a lot of pressure to be out here and throw like a normal like varsity team sport. But you do have to come and try your hardest, but it's a lot of fun.
Congratulations to all the track and field athletes who competed on Tuesday, and good luck to those competing at the KU Relays this weekend. This has been Delaney Kemp reporting for MVTV Sports.
On Tuesday, the girls swim team placed 4th, and they compete at Turner on Thursday.
On Monday, the boys golf team played in Locklear in a tournament where they finished with a personal score of 305. That's it for this week's sports segment. I'm Riley Ferguson.
And I'm Noah Smith. See you next week, Jags.
Good afternoon, Jaguars. This is Bella Line here with your weekend weather update. On Friday, it looks like we're going to see partly cloudy skies with a high of 62 and a low of 44. So make sure to support the soccer team as they play Shawnee Mission Northwest. On Saturday, it looks like it's going to be cloudy with a high of 57 and a low of 44. This would be a perfect day to go to Shawnee Mission Park for the Earth Day celebration hosted by MV Outfitters. And finally, on Sunday, it looks like it's going to be rainy with a high of 60 and a low of 45. That's all for this week. Have a great weekend, Jags.
Enjoy the weather by celebrating Earth Day this Sunday.
A few students here at Mill Valley share their story about what it is to be a part of the LGBT community. Tyler Orban has the story.
Many consider a diverse school important so that we can learn from those with different pasts and experiences. Our school represents a wide range of races, ethnicities, personalities, and groups of people. One of these groups that doesn't often have the chance to share their story is made up of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer students at Mill Valley.
I'd say it definitely gives you a community that you feel like you belong in the LGBT community, and it's very accepting within that community.
I'd say that one of the major advantages of being a part of the LGBT community are like the friends and people that you get to meet. Like, it's just, we have a really great community here. Of course, there's a lot of stereotyping and like stigma that comes along with it.
The main thing being is that not everyone accepts it, so there's bullying. I haven't experienced it myself, but like, it definitely exists, and you might not be able to come out to your family members or especially extended family.
A major disadvantage is like people judge you before they even meet you if they know you're gay.
I guess people don't really understand that like we're all just trying to like be who we are and like live our lives and be happy and love who we want to love.
To be an openly same-sex couple at Mill Valley, I feel like it could be all in my head, but that like we would be seen differently for any sort of PDA that like a straight couple might do.
A lot of times when I'm, say, walking down the hall, I tend to hear a lot of gay slurs. Not that they're like directed at anyone in particular, they're more just used in an insensitive way.
All right, I think it's really important that we have a gay-straight alliance here at Mill Valley because one of the things we're here to do is to support our students. And if you're a gay or a transgender student here at Mill Valley, it's important to know that we support you as well. And part of having a group like this is it provides, I wouldn't want to say a safe place, but a place where people can feel comfortable. So if you don't have a gay-straight alliance, you have a population of students who don't necessarily have a place where they can find people who have common interests.
I feel like a lot of students at Mill Valley will say that they're okay with gay people and that they're very accepting. And then when it comes down to meeting someone who is actually gay and like looks the stereotypical gay, they're not okay with it because it's too much for them or it makes them uncomfortable, which might be because they're not just exposed to it enough.
You know, one of the things that GSA also does is by having a presence here on campus, I think it helps people maybe understand and make people more familiar, not just for the students that are in our club, but for the whole student body.
I'd say my experience has been shaped by I've kind of been forced to see the bigger picture of things. And you never really know what's going on in somebody's life.
Most people have been pretty supportive of it, and I would say especially like girls, I don't know, they might think it's cute or something.
This has been Tyler Orban reporting for MVTV.
Mill Valley is home to so many unique and inspirational individuals.
Especially our Science Olympiad team, who just recently competed at the state competition. Reporter Deanna Newman gives us the story.
The Science Olympiad team participated in their state competition on Saturday, April 7th, placing 4th overall against 28 other high schools across the state of Kansas.
So a lot of us worked really hard on notes for labs and build events. I know a lot of us for build events. We got our event built, and then after it was built, we practiced it for about 2 weeks to get it all perfect, make sure that it's going to work.
This is the highest ranking the club has ever received at the state level.
We had a bunch of obstacles pop up closer to the state competition that were unforeseen. We had some people who were missing, we had certain events that weren't completed and things like that. Ultimately, also one of our obstacles throughout this year has been productivity and accountability. So we had to really come together and make sure that we were taking care of each other and that we were covering these different events that needed to be covered. But in the end, I would say that we all did come together and ended up doing really well.
Out of the 23 events offered through the club, the team placed first in Mission Possible, second in Disease Detectives and Chemistry Lab, and third in Experimental Design and Anatomy.
Well, I think one of our core strengths as a team is that we are all very intrinsically motivated to do what we want to do. I think that it's our enthusiasm and our friendship with each other and our strong relationships to both the content areas that we're covering as well as each other that really enables us to go above other teams, which I think is something that not everyone and not all teams have.
If you see a member of the Science Olympiad team, be sure to congratulate them on their accomplishment. This has been Deanna Newman reporting for MVTV.
Congratulations to the team on their 4th place finish.
The end of the school year is right around the corner, which means that it's about time to elect new student body council members. On April 25th, the student body speeches will be streamed over the announcements during seminar. The following week, students will vote for the candidates in their social studies class. The class elections will be the week of May 14th. Good luck to all those going out.
As the school year is coming to an end for all of us, graduation is just around the corner for seniors.
To wrap up this week's episode, Sabrina Uriarte has a senior segment.
There are 4 weeks, or 31 days, or 744 hours. Or
44,640 minutes.
Or
2,678,400 seconds.
Until we graduate!
The best advice Mill Valley has given me is to always try my best.
And the best advice Mill Valley's ever given me was to go to all the activities of the week.
just follow your dreams. It was to always get your homework done on time.
To cherish your youth.
To get involved and meet a lot of new people and a lot of awesome, amazing teachers and students and enjoy the experience.
To always work hard and think ahead of the game.
The best advice Mill Valley ever gave me was, even when grades are rough, your friends are always there for you.
The best advice Mill Valley ever gave me was to go see teachers when you need help.
This has been Sabrina Uriarte reporting for MVTV.
That's it for this week's episode, Jags.
Be sure to subscribe to Mill Valley MVTV on YouTube to see our latest episodes. Thanks for watching. I'm Abby Miller.
And I'm Audrey Grabmeyer. Please stay tuned for the office announcements following the credits.